All right, welcome back, Pokemon Go players, to another episode of the Purified Podcast. Today is August 30th, 2020. I am your host, Luis Palacios, and your co-host, Chris.
Hello, boys. It's your guy, Pokemon Trigger, please. How
Hey.
you doing, Lewis?
How's it going, my good man?
Oh, it's been good. I had a pretty decent day.
Decent.
It wasn't the worst. It was
su-
fine.
I'm surprised you say decent day and not decent week, but you know what I meant.
I don't know.
We had a mega week, that's for sure. But at the same time, myself, I'm doing all right. I actually been fighting a cold for the last 2 days, so I haven't been feeling the best, but still, grinding the game whenever I can. It wasn't too bad, so I'm actually feeling way better today for sure. But before we continue on, we gotta make sure everybody knows that we are part of the Professor Network. So please make sure that you check us out at theprofessornetwork.com/PurifiedPodcast, where you can enjoy all things Pokemon Go related news, updates, and information in the world of Pokemon. Not just Pokemon Go, just Pokemon in general. A lot of things that they do over there. So thank you very much for the Professor Network for being part of us, being with us. And, we being part of them, you know what I meant. All right, let's get back into this. Chris, what we got for this week? Or how about we shift the gears on Clink and return a little bit of what happened last week?
I know you got some good stuff. I got some good stuff too, buddy.
All right, what you
I
got?
actually got 5 this week. 5 shinies.
Ooh.
No hundos, sadly. But I started off with Chikorita right after the podcast the day after. I was like, thanks, I guess.
Yeah.
And then right before I went to bed, I got a Nidoran female. And that was pretty nice. And that was the day afterwards. And then I wake up on my way to work, and I'm like, it'd be pretty cool if I clicked on this Swinub and it was shiny. And it was blue. I was like, okay, that works. And then I got a really nice one. It's pretty rare around here, in my opinion. Misdreavus.
Ooh, okay, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
And I know you saw today I got shiny Shadow Ekans. And that was pretty hype, but I want Coughing. I'm coming for you, Coughing. What'd you get?
Nothing really much. You basically beat me this entire week because I've been, doing what I can and just go plus and whatever. However, right after the podcast and probably a couple of days afterwards, I did get another shiny Sentret, which is my 5th one. So I'm like, okay, I got it on stream. I was actually pretty nice. Then I traded for a shiny Bulbasaur. It became an 86 non-lucky shiny. So I was like, yeah, I'll take that.
We take those.
You take those. As for hundos, though, not throughout the week, but right before this podcast, I went to go eat with my family, and I go plus a hundo Rattata, and I was like, I'll take it. This actually completes my family of hundos for the Rattata family, the Cantonian Rattata family. So I was like,
interesting.
I'll take it. I mean, I'm not a fan of having like different other hundos. Like, I wish I only get like one of each or just the family when it comes down to it. But either way, I mean, having the family is actually pretty nice. So just to recap, I do have the full hundo family of Squirtle, thanks to being shadows and all that stuff. Now I have the Rattata. I need a couple for Pikachu and all of those. I think I do have the full family of hundos for Slowbro, or Slowpoke. So I have both Slowpoke, Slowbro, and Slow King. Is that how you say it?
That's an interesting one.
Yeah, I do have a couple of Onyxes and all that stuff, so not a bad hold. I do have every single one of these starters evolve all the way to their max on Generation 2. So I have Meganium, Typhlosion, and Feraligatr as hundos, so that's actually pretty nice too. As for that, just the same old stuff here when it comes to hundos. But yeah,
I'm not jealous.
Yeah, well, they have 102 hundos is kind of nice, but I want more. I want the entire Dex hundo.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we need all the hundo legendaries we can get.
Oh yeah, definitely. All right, well, those are mostly our shinies and hundos. That's pretty nice. I agree that. Potato chip, we will answer that question afterwards. So no worries about it. We will talk about it. If not, just join our Discord. But thank you very much for joining us. Make sure that you keep on listening for many stuff to come. So now another recap that we're gonna go ahead and go through. Community Day has been fully announced. Thank you so much for that. We all voted for more favorite Pokemon. So Porygon has actually made number 1 in the poll. So we will have Porygon Community Day coming up in the next few weeks of September. Which actually, if we go back, where is a community? I'm not sure where they put it. I'll definitely have to.
I'll take a peek.
Yeah, whenever you can, please. I forgot to actually get the dates because we do actually have our dates on when we're gonna have those Pokemons, with their moves and everything. So we do know those kind of things. So we will definitely go and get some information for you guys while we continue this podcast for sure. But yeah, so Porygon is our number 1, and then Charmander got number 2. So we will see Charmander Community Day, the repeat of Community Day with a brand new move on October. Now, what are the dates, Chris?
I don't see the one for Charmander, but the one for Porygon will be on September 20th, everyone.
September 20th.
So mark your dates.
Yep, mark your dates. September is right around the corner. That is on a Sunday, so that's actually pretty nice. I'll be able to play. I'll be out and about for 6 hours and get every single shiny I can. Also, don't forget, if you do want to evolve Porygon into Porygon 2, you do have to have an upgrade. So you do have to spin stops. If you get lucky, you do your 7-day streak. If you get lucky, one of those items where, unfortunately, unless you have a lot of them since the release of it, you probably delete all of them. I do have 5 upgrades, so I'll be able to evolve it. And then, of course, I think you will need a Sinnoh Stone to be able to evolve to Porygon C. So, I mean, luckily we've been able to stock up on those in the last few days.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did the same thing that they did for Mamoswine a while back, where you get them from opening gifts, I believe. Oh no, battles. You got like 5 free ones from battles. I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised either, but I remember Porygon is a 2-stage evolution, so having 2 different things. I'm pretty sure that they'll have like a special research to say, hey, we'll give you like 5 on the Porygon 2 evolution and then 5 other ones for the next one or something like that. So that seems a little more fair for everybody to be able to evolve their Porygons into their stage evolutions.
Oh yeah.
So that will be nice. And then again, Charmander on October. I don't think we have a date, but we will get to do back to that when it comes down to it. But yeah, those are Community Day polls, winners. But it's a good thing because there is a lot more to talk about when it comes down to what our next community Pokemons are, of course. But let's get right into today's research topics. Shall we, Chris?
Oh, baby, yes.
All right, what is the first thing that we're going to talk about?
Ooh, I hope it's the community note. I hope it's that.
Yes, so the community note for Pokemon Go announced, they said that starting after the 25th, with I think it was due to Community Day, or not Community Day, Spotlight Hour, they say, and quote, as the world changes in real time, so do the locations where Pokemon can appear around you. Locations where Pokemon can be found could change as often as every month, reflecting efforts by trainers to explore the world around them and interact with the world of Pokemon Go. So we basically have more spawn points in Pokemon Go now. Depending on where you are and what you have done, you should be able to see exactly where those spawns are. Now, if you go around more often, you'll see that there's maybe 1 or 2 more depending on it. It could be actually less on some of them just because there's not many people in that area playing. But they did say that most of the time it's just an increase in spawns. But when they say something like, Pokemons may change as often as every month, that means that we may see a rotation of Pokemons coming around depending on, the weathers and all that stuff. So you never know. When it comes down to it, we may see different types of Pokemons or different kinds of things. Do remember, we almost have a full 5 generations of Pokemons into Pokemon Go. And to be able to actually spawn all of those in the wild has been pretty intense for the Pokemon Company, keeping some rarer than others, of course. Some blocked behind, events, and then other ones blocked between the weather times and all that. So maybe no. That's usually what it would get. So it's kind of nice. I have seen an increase in my area for sure, especially in my neighborhood. I think I have maybe 2 more in my house, and then just around the neighborhood, it's just like 5 or 6 more, depending on what it is. What about you, Chris?
I've definitely noticed an increase at my work and at home. I used to have about 4 at home,
Mhm.
and all of them were at my house.
Yeah.
I definitely blame my cell activity for that. But now there's 5 or 6 at my house, and then there's 2 across the street
Oh yeah. Nice.
that I can reach. So I'm really excited about that because I've definitely noticed. I'm definitely blaming the shinies I've been getting on the more spawn points.
That's for sure. That's for sure. But yeah, I should have like maybe 1 more here if my character just goes a little more to the right. But that's definitely what most of my spawns are. If my character goes more this way, I do see maybe 3 or more, and then closer to the Pokestop, I see like 10. So it's actually pretty nice. So it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. Shiny check real quick. No. Okay, we're good on that. We're good at that. The Amna not shiny. I knew this Psyduck is not shiny. I checked it before the stream. So we're good. So also, guys, if you do hear me a little bit differently, it's just because I'm still getting over my cold. So enjoy my voice. All right, Chris, what's next on our today's topics?
Ooh. I was nervous that we were going to skip over it. So I'm glad we're taking a peek at it. It's the updates for September. We got a pretty interesting little bag of information for September. It's going to be an interesting month.
Yes, definitely. So, as you guys know, every month Pokemon Go does and gives us all the raids and spotlight hours and research trade toolbox and everything in one day, so we know we can prepare for what's going on through the month of September.
Thank you.
Yes, it's actually pretty nice because back in the day we had literally days, maybe hours, to be able to definitely prepare for the type of events that we have. So it's kind of nice that we know what we're gonna have moving forward. So what are we going to see in September, knowing that everything is gonna change once again starting on September 1st. So, different legendary raid bosses each week, Victini special research, and more in September, definitely. I definitely forgot about Victini's global release for this.
I knew about it, I just hadn't processed it yet. It's going to be really fun.
Definitely. So, very first thing, we have our September breakthrough box, and it's going to be Alolan Raichu.
Let me show you why I don't care about Alolan Raichu.
Please don't tell me you got like 2 or 3. I'm gonna hate you so much.
Oh, even worse.
Oh my god, come on.
I have 2, and one of them is a Shundo. So I don't care about it.
All right, I'm taking applications for new co-hosts now, so everybody, put in your applications in the chat right now. Come on.
Fan Chris.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Jesus. Gosh. Unbelievable. But I mean, the luck is on your side. How many Shandos do you have in total?
Only 2.
Oh. So
and that was my first legitimate one, and then the other one was a lucky trade for a Shundo, and you're gonna hate me. Sky Attack Moltres.
Oof. Oh yeah, I remember you always tell me about that, and I was like, yep.
Oh dude, I'm so proud of that thing. I still haven't powered it up though.
Oh, my only Shando is my Shando Dragonite.
That is still a good one.
Coming to Pokemon. Hey, best body, best thing in the world. I love it. I mean, can't complain. I always have a lot of Hondos anyway, so I beat you on Hondos.
Yes, every day.
But yeah, so that is Alolan Raichu. It's going to be a brand new research breakthrough boss, and of course, it can be countered as shiny. It could also be pretty nice to have a little less in CP, so that way you don't spend as much or things like that. So, depending on where you are or where you're gonna use it for, it is what it is. Do you know when or what CP does Raichu end up with at the end?
For like
let's say
level
maybe
20.
Yeah, or level 40 actually.
Oh, for level 40. Yes. I actually accidentally powered up my other shiny before getting the hundo.
Oh.
I don't want to talk about it. I didn't know I was gonna get a hundo, guys.
Well, nobody knows. The luck
Um,
is real. RGN is real.
so mine ended up the one that is. I'll check its IVs right now. The one that I powered up is like an 82%, and
Okay.
it ended up being 2232.
Okay.
It is still viable in Ultra League. I believe Arrow has used it before.
Interesting.
Very popular battler, and I don't know. It's got its niche. I will say that.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. It really depends. I mean, it doesn't have a mega evolution or anything, so yeah, it is what it is.
It's just a fun shiny.
It's a fun shiny. It's a fun Pokemon. It is an Alolan too, so technically we're not even supposed to see those until like another 2 years, anyways.
Good.
But we do. But anyways. All right. So that is of course a breakthrough box. And then, as we mentioned before, different legendaries raid bosses for each one of the weeks of September. So starting on Friday, August 21st, which was a couple of days ago, to Thursday, September 10, Heatran will still be available in 5-star raids to battle. Of course, everybody has been doing Heatran since its release in the last few days. Of course, now it's probably completely gone because there's nobody really doing Heatran these days, and you will know why. And then, of course, yeah, the shiny is available. I do have my hundo and my shiny, so I technically don't need to rate it. So I'm actually okay with this.
What about Shundo?
No.
I know, I'm joking.
No, I'm done. I'm done with the Heatran for sure. I'm okay with my hundo. I'm happy with that. So,
Oh yeah.
so that's that. And then from Thursday, September 10, which is the end of Heatran at that time, to Friday, September 18, we'll have Cresselia back into 5-star raids, and I don't have any of those yet. I mean, I have the Pokédex one, but I don't have the Hundo or the Shiny, so I'm like, I need some, please.
I have a good IV shiny, but I would love to get more shinies. It is a beautiful shiny.
I just need to get one. As long as I get one shiny, I'm okay. I mean, Cresselia is now one Pokemon that I want to get a Hundo of, but I mean, if I get the Hundo, I mean, I'll get the Hundo. That'd be nice.
I'll take it.
I'll take it. It's like, Papa Hanky, please. Anyways, Friday, September 18, as soon as Cresselia ends, to Friday, September 25th, Articuno will be back in 5-star race, which is kind of nice. I also need a shiny of that because I never got the shiny before.
Really?
I know. I did all the raid hours or the raid days and everything for the legendary birds. I never got the shiny, and I was like, why? I do have one because of a trade, but I mean, I want to get that one by myself. That's basically it, What about you, Chris? You got any Articunos?
I got fairly lucky. I think Articuno was the one I actually got the least lucky with.
Okay.
I don't remember. I think I ended up getting 2, and then Julie wanted to trade one.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I did, and then they had them in boxes, and I got lucky and opened up a shiny.
Oh, nice.
I still love Articuno shiny.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of want to get more.
Definitely, same here. Well, at least I want to get one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then, of course, a good one for PvP because, I mean, he wrecks and he's actually pretty good in Ultra.
Yes, I really like him.
Yeah. So, and then, of course, after that, on Friday, September 25th to October 2nd, so at the end of the month, Zapdos will be back in 5-star raids, and of course, Shiny will be available, which, again, it's another non-Shiny I don't have, so...
Really?
Yes.
Dude, I'm super surprised right now. I actually cannot believe that.
Yeah, I don't have any of the shiny legendary birds. I do have Lugia and Ho-Ho, but I don't have the birds itself, surprisingly.
What?
Yeah, no, well, okay, so I do remember when Raid Day for Zapdos came around, I was actually away, and reward rates were not a thing back in the day, so I was actually not with my usual group. And I think I did maybe 1 or 2 that day, because there were people where I was and people wanted to do them, luckily, and it was a convention I was going to, so. But after that, there was no more that nobody wanted to do, or the gyms were far away, so unfortunately I couldn't do it at that time. For Moltres, though, I did do a lot for Moltres, but I never really got the shiny on that time either, even throughout all the time. I wasn't really that lucky but for the birds.
I'm assuming that we'll probably have Moltres after Zapdos. I mean, we haven't gotten any confirmation yet, but
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean,
Come on.
it's kind of sad that we don't see all three in the same months because that would actually be a nice little rotation. But I guess
Isn't that funny?
yeah, it is because they put Cresselia and then the birds, and I'm like, you're missing one, you know. So I guess we'll see it in next month. October will be another fire month for sure with Charmander and Moltres coming around. I'm pretty sure.
Well, I wish us both luck on the shinies. It's definitely a fun hunt.
Well, with more raid passes, and hopefully a lot of people will actually be saying, I won the shiny. I definitely think that we'll be seeing a lot of us in the next few times for raids. So, yep. So each week in September, there will be a raid hour event on Wednesday at 6 p.m. local time, featuring the week's legendary raid boss in the 5-star raid. So every single Wednesday on those weeks for Heatran, Cresselia, Zapdos, and Articuno, we'll see a raid hour. So that's actually kind of nice. At the same time, I'm actually my workplace is now closing early, so I'll be able to attend every single Wednesday community raid hour. And if not, they just invite me into remote raids because I'll definitely do them. So yes, those are the legendaries, recycling legendaries for the next month for sure. So it's kind of nice because it gives us a break because we have more to come. Oh, definitely. All right, so more on the news of September. We do have our spotlight hour, so Chris, be prepared for every Tuesday of September. September 1st, Eevee will be in the spotlight hour and will earn twice the experience of catching the Pokemon.
I'm fine with that.
I'm okay with this because I actually want to get another Hondo Eevee, hopefully a Shundo, but you never know. Eevee is actually a sought-off one, especially because Generation 6 is going to have a brand new Eevee evolution coming around. So once that's actually released, we'll see how it goes. We'll definitely probably won't see Generation 6 for a couple months, so don't get your hopes up on that either. Then Tuesday, September 8th, Houndour will be in the spotlight, and then we'll earn twice the candy for the Pokemon. I would be more excited if I didn't get the shiny during GoFest. So I'm like, yeah, I think I'm okay with this.
It's a good shiny, but yeah, I'm probably not going to be going that hard for Houndour.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And it's twice the candy for catching the Pokemon, so it's not like I really need the candy for it anyways.
Nah, I'd like the shiny, but I'm not going to be going as him.
Yeah, so you're probably going to like this one. On September 15th, Tentacle will be in the spotlight hour, and you earn twice the candy for transferring the Pokemon.
I'm fine with it.
Yes.
I love Tentacle.
Yeah, Tentacle is very nice. Papa
I need
Heidi,
it.
please, just give us a blessing.
I mean, yeah, we both have the shiny, right?
Yeah, I got the shiny during GoFest, so it's pretty nice.
Okay, yeah, I need a second one, though.
Oh, yeah, I need to at least complete the family. That would be nice.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Especially for Papa Hank. So Tuesday, September 22nd, Spearow will be in the spotlight and will twice the experience for evolving the Pokemon.
No.
Eh.
Can I trade it for something else?
No, unfortunately not.
I'll take what I can
Spearow is a non-shiny Pokemon, unfortunately not released in Pokemon Go yet, so, well, you know what I mean. The shiny is not released yet. And the experience is really not something that we want to get these days just for the reason that we haven't have any confirmations of leveling up past level 40 anyways, so we'll see.
Yeah, that's a skip for me, basically.
Yeah,
I'll like barely play.
Yeah, I'll probably be like, hey, look, something's happening. Look, done. And then,
Spearow.
oh, well, okay, well, maybe that, but that's about it. That's all I'll ask for. That's all I'll ask for. That's all. Give me 1 second, guys.
Ooh.
All right, perfect. Sorry about that. I had to answer a question to somebody that we may have to talk to later on today. So Tuesday, September 29th, Skitty will be in the spotlight hour and will earn twice the Stardust for catching the Pokemon. That's one that I actually going to do for sure.
I barely have the one. It is one that everybody wants because it just came out, like 3 months ago max?
Yeah, somewhere around
so,
there.
Yeah, that's definitely one that a lot of people want.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure. That's Skitty is another Pokemon that I have not gotten shiny. It'll be nice to see it depending on my work time, but I mean, I'll be able to do all those hours now thanks to my new hour there.
And there's Stardust. I love it.
Oh, yes. Oh my god! Sorry for everybody listening to the podcast in podcast feed. Anyways, then we have the Go Battle Night. Not even day, just the night. On Thursday, September 24th, 2020, from 6 p.m. to 12 p.m. or, well, actually, midnight. You'll receive twice the Stardust for winning the battles, completing sets of battles, and ranking up in the Go Battle League. You'll also be able to complete 20 sets of Go Battle League battles, up to the regular 5 sets, for a total of up to 100 battles. So
insane.
It's one of those specifically nights that you'll just be able to play more Battle League battles. And I'm pretty sure that streamers who do all the Go to Battle League battles, they're going to be well ham into 6 hours into that. So that's for sure. Especially the Stardust, so it's kind of nice.
I know I've heard a lot of the streamers complain that it's locked to that 6-hour period.
True.
I just... That's the only complaint I can say, but it is a really interesting, fun idea.
Yeah, definitely. One thing that I do think that Pokemon Go does want to implement more Go Battle League events and all that. However, yeah. I mean, people get burned out, especially for Go Battle League, which is a more centric, blind battles when it comes down to it. So it depends on when does Go Battle League start on their new season 2, because I think that should be at the beginning of season 4, if I remember correctly.
September 24th. Actually, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to be like right after the start, probably.
Yeah, so I know for a fact that by the time we end season 3, we'll have season 4, and that's when the Go Battle League night happens. That's 3 weeks from now, knowing what it is, and I think the new leagues should start before that, like a week before that. So, yeah, that's gonna be interesting. We'll definitely have more information in the coming weeks about season 4, and we'll definitely talk about everything that's going on. Which, surprisingly, the Flying Cup hasn't actually come into frustration yet, so that's an interesting one.
Oh, I feel it coming. I feel it coming, man. I don't know if they're trying to find a way to balance it out, maybe. Because I don't know, after what Speedy told me, it feels a little one-sided.
Yeah, probably.
But we'll see.
Yeah, depending on what it is. Then we have Victini Special Research investigating a mysterious energy. So, as you guys know, Victini has been released into the world of Pokemon Go, thanks to the wonderful addition of buying the ticket for Go Fest 2020. It's a great, nice new Pokemon mythical for everybody, and usually the Pokemon gets released right after, well, not right after, but a couple of weeks after the events of Go Fest. So it's kind of nice, kind of neat, but I can tell you this much, I completely forgot about it.
We don't get a second one, I just remembered.
Yeah, we don't.
No.
So what Chris is mentioning right now is that because you already did Go Fest 2020, you'll not be able to catch another one, just like it is another one. You'll actually earn candies for that, so don't get your hopes of getting another Victini or with better IVs or anything. You'll just get candies for it, so that way we'll use it. Which kind of nice, because I kind of actually have to use my rare candies at this point. So.
Yeah, I was going to say, at least I don't have to use rare candies on Victini. It is a good Pokemon.
It is.
I mean, all the mythicals are.
They are. I always get sucky ones, though. I never get a good mythical Pokemon aside from
Eventually.
It's not like somebody who gets 398s on the first 3, and I'm just like no.
That's some luck.
I know, right? So so we'll have that coming in by the end of September. So make sure that you guys are ready to get your own Victini for the world to know. Julian, don't worry about it. The Community Day poll has ended, but don't worry about that anyways. Thank you also very much for joining us. And then the last piece of news for September. Jesse and James might be blasting off soon. So we kept away of their balloon moments. And by the end of September, by September 30th, the ML balloon will finally make their fly blast off way into their distance. So if you haven't done them yet, you kind of want to do them every time you see them. They don't spawn all the time, but they do spawn most of the time for at least once every 2 days or maybe a day. It really depends. We haven't seen the actual rates of when they spawn and everything. However, they do have shiny availability on those, which unfortunately, a lot of people don't have unless they do. I do have 2 shiny Shadow Ekans, thanks to to them. I do want the coffin at least, but we'll see. Unfortunately, you can trade shadows, so. But it's kind of nice. It was a nice addition to the game for a while.
And you know what I'm kind of hoping? Since we saw Team Go Rocket and everything, what if they have some more characters from the anime come in?
Not
just some speculation.
Well, it's not just
the anime.
Yeah, it's not just the anime. The whole series on its own. I do feel like there's so many things they can do with other different characters. I mean, they included Giovanni. They included their own, leaders to the thing. Jesse and James. We seen Professor Oak sometimes when Metal was introduced into the game. So it's not a bad thing to introduce brand new characters or old characters. But they have to do their own stories when it comes down to it. So we'll see. The lore of Pokemon Go, it's an interesting one, that's for sure. But yeah, that is all our news for September. But it's not the end of what's to come, because we got way more news. And we're definitely going to get into the bigger part of this, or the mega part of this in a moment. Chris, what is our next piece of news?
So if you're here last time, you remember us talking about the open letter to Niantic from the #Badlers. This time, on August 26th, we actually got a letter to the Go Battle League community from Niantic.
Definitely.
And the Pokemon Go creators. So let's take a look at that.
Yes, we will. So now, a letter to the Go Battle League community. Now, just like we said, the positive feedback that we have given to Niantic, or at least the constructive feedback that we have given it, they've given us our own letter. So they did say that at the time of posting this, they will give us some news and updates of what's going to happen in the next few days. So by the end, it was the end of the week, so luckily they gave us a little bit of information on what's going on. So this says, end quote from Pokemon Go itself. Trainers, we want to share an update with you on several issues affecting the Go Battle League. We have been closely monitoring the state of Go Battle League and as well as feedbacks on a daily basis. And we're sharing these details in pursuit of improving transparency. With this in mind, there are 2 areas of concern that we'd like to address: the number of bugs and the known issues page. So the number of bugs just states, everything that they go through. And quote from Niantic, or from Pokemon Go, Pokemon Go battles logic is among our most complicated systems. So a bug fix related to Go Battle League fundamentally has a higher chance of causing sequences bugs than some of the other fixes. For example, a fix applied during June's Go Battle League's outstage in the upstream, causing many of the current charge attacks, desyncing, and switch bugs. What we're doing, we're increasing the quality assurance. Testing is the best way to resolve issues with inherited complicated system. As such, we have 2 improvements to our own testing process underway. So we have more testing and then automated testing. So we do have other things. So what they're basically stating, and I could read the entire letter for you guys, but unfortunately I don't want to make this podcast another hour long for sure. Basically what they're saying is that, they know of the problems that Go Battle League has. They're trying to address it, but they're also trying to improve. They also know we have to know that this is the most complicated system that they have in Pokemon Go in itself. Raids are another thing, catching Pokemon is another thing, hatching, whatever else there may be in Pokemon Go. The Go Battle system itself, the whole war ranking and battling around the world, better than any trainer you see in the world, it's really complicated when it comes down to it. So they want to make sure that we know that even though there are hard work on fixing a lot of things, it's also more complicated than it should be. So do keep in mind that that's what they're trying to do, and they're trying to improve by testing more, and giving more feedback on what's going on in the game. So that's basically the response. And then also they have, of course, the known issues page, which lists the multiple issues that Pokemon Go has, not just Go Battle League, but everything else. What they're doing about it is they're gonna create a separate page stating the issues in Go Battle League, and then keeping the other page for more issues in the game itself. So if, let's say, we have the Pokédex glitch where it just like blinks around and everything, that's gonna be in its own separate page. while the Go Battle League issues like this thinking and everything else will have in another page just for that. So it's kind of nice, so that way they don't actually have to put everything together at once, and it's kind of easier to find those bugs. Plus, they can address more bugs when it comes down to it, and know that they have addressed or they are addressing some of the several issues that Go Battle League is. The closing thoughts on what they say, and quote, "We are dedicated on continuously improving the Pokemon Go gameplay experience and will do so by making changes to internal processes such as testing and communication such as the known issue page. We hope that these next steps will help address those issues. We'll continue to update the known issues page as we make progress on bug fixes for the Go Battle League. Hopefully those fixes find their way into your hands soon. Until then, we got work to do." So they are hard work.
I definitely gotta say thank you, Niantic. You're definitely being a lot more open with us, and I do appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely. It's something that I feel like we haven't seen much from them aside from the other content creators or maybe their little things to make sure that they can hype us up for things to come. However, something like this that's been a well thought out part of the community and something that we all love to do because Go Battle League is an amazing feature in and of itself. We definitely want to see what's to come and what's to do, and hopefully not have as many issues as in the future. But that's what, luckily, the community does. The battlers are very, very, very dedicated into the game, and we do thank them for giving us the ability to communicate in an open way, and for Niantic and Pokemon Go for them to actually be like, "Hey, we hear you. It's time to do something about it," and they'll definitely be communicating with us more frequently from the next few days or next few future when it comes. So thank you very much, Niantic. Hashtag thank you, Niantic. Hashtag thank you, Go Battlers. All right, I think it's time, Chris.
Ooh, you feeling a little nice, a little mega?
A little nice, a little mega. I don't know, mega. What are we talking? Why have we been saying megas this entire time? Because we have finally gotten the reveal and the amazingness of Mega Evolutions are here. Mega Shinkai, just like the title of this video. If you actually don't know what it is, Shinkai is evolution in Japanese, which kind of fitting when it comes down to it. I always like saying the word Shinkai instead of evolution, but So I do have the little trailer that Pokemon Go put together. It's a couple of seconds. If you guys are seeing us live, you can see it right now. If you're seeing it or you're listening to us in podcast, just make sure you go to PokemonGoLive.com to see their Mega Evolution is Here trailer. So we're gonna watch this trailer and we'll see how it goes.
Pokemon Go. Mega Evolution is finally here. Pokemon Go.
Oh my god. So yeah, that is Mega Evolutions in the game. They are finally released, guys, and we've been talking about it for the last, 2-3 weeks at this point. We knew we've been hyped. It's a long time coming, and it's kind of nice that we finally be able to see Mega Evolutions, which we'll probably show you at least one of them tonight. But there are a lot of things that we gotta talk about what Mega Evolution is and how it's worked its way into Pokemon Go. So the launch trailer was on Wednesday or Thursday?
I want to say Thursday.
Yeah, it was Thursday.
I want to say.
Yes, so they released on Thursday. It's around 11 p.m. our local time. So I know it was like way earlier for a lot of other people and way later for a lot of other people. So definitely, at times to be alive when it comes down to it. Finally, Mega Evolutions are here. We're finally going to see what's going on. So what we know so far about Mega Evolutions. Selected Pokemon can Mega Evolve using a newly discovered resources called Mega Energy. You can collect these mysterious substances by completing Mega Raids, which are raid battles that feature Mega Evolved Pokemon. It seems the faster you defeat a raid boss, the more Mega Energy you receive for that Pokemon. I lost my train of thought there. You can Mega Evolve any of your Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise and Beedrills once you have enough of their corresponding Mega Energy. Some of these Pokemons appear in Mega Raids too. After you Mega Evolve a Pokemon, the Mega Energy required to Mega Evolve a specific Pokemon will decrease from then onwards. Please note that Shadow and Clone Pokemon cannot be Mega Evolve. So, rip, Shadow Mewtwo. Keep in mind that you have only one Mega Evolution Pokemon at a time. If you Mega Evolve another Pokemon, it appears that the first Mega Evolved Pokemon will revert back to its original form. To help keep track of all the Pokemons that can be Mega Evolved, the ones that you have successfully Mega Evolve, you can check out all the new Mega Pokédex. Check in your Pokédex for sure. So, that's basically the little bits and pieces of what Mega Evolutions is, but we have had our hands on of what Mega Evolutions is in Pokemon Go. So, Chris, I think it's time to do a Mega Evolution.
You have fun with that. I'm a hoarder.
Well, you can only have up to 999 candies for that, right?
Yeah, depending on the Pokemon, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Charizard's probably the one I have the most for.
Definitely. So, I do have this wonderful ready for Ultra League Charizard, shiny Charizard, here for you guys. And I have not yet Mega Evolve any of them. So, if we want to Mega Evolve, we do have the candy now. I do have a bundles of them because I've been doing a lot of them. But you have two options for Mega Charizard. Charizard, it has both Mega Charizard X and Mega Charizard Y. Depending on the ones, which one do you guys want to see? Will depend on the time I click on this.
Why? Because X sucks.
Oh, so we have
Just the shiny.
just the shiny. Oh my god. Y. It looks like people in the chat want to do Y, so that's good. All right. So I guess I'll do Y here in 3, 2, 1. Here it is, guys. Mega Charizard Y in Pokemon Go. And it is now registered into the Mega Pokédex. Beautiful, beautiful Pokemon. That's I can tell you that much. With a total CP of 3889, making it one of my highest Pokemons out there. If we actually go to my recents, it is now my 4th most powerful Charizard in there. Now, I don't have this fully powered up. However, it is there. You can also make it your body if you want to. So let's go ahead and do that right now for everybody to see. And that will be my body. I'll go ahead and put it in the overworld so you guys can see it in the overworld. So it's kind of nice.
Oh, that's going to look good.
Yes, definitely. All right, let's give it a couple quick treats. There it is. I'll give it some silver pineapple berries because I have an abundance of them thanks to the raids. Okay.
Jeez. Flexing on him, are you?
Definitely. Mega Evolution, that is that. So now we'll just wait until it pops out into the overworld. Come on, Charizard. There it is. Nope, that's not it. Where is it?
He hiding?
Yeah, no, there it is. Woohoo. Okay, that's pretty cool. Oh my goodness. So Mega Charizard Y here in Pokemon Go, guys. It is finally here. I've been wanting to actually do at least one for you guys on stream so you guys can see it. That's why I've been doing a couple of extra raids. But however, that one comment that Chris had is the reason why we're hoarding some candies is because there is a lot of good things about Mega Evolutions, but there is also a lot of problems with Mega Evolutions. So, as mentioned, we do have to do Mega raids to be able to get the candy corresponding to that Pokemon. So you do have to have candy for Charizard, candy for Venusaur, and candy for Blastoise. We also have candy for Beedrill, but Beedrill can only be obtained by doing the special research that's now able for you guys to complete the special research for Beedrill. And you go through the steps and everything, and you'll get a couple of extra mega candies and all that. So that's pretty nice. However, that is the first problem that we have. But before we actually get into the problems, we will discuss a little bit more how Mega Evolutions work and how they're implemented into the game, of course. So, you battle in raids. We already mentioned that. We can battle it with it on gyms, but they cannot be defending on gyms. So we can put them on gyms to defend, unfortunately. We can battle with using them in single rocket battles, and then we can battle our friends. However, Mega Evolutions will not be available in Go Battle League at this time. So unfortunately, you know, those kind of things do add up, and Mega Evolutions are powerful Pokemons. Way more powerful than we expected to be. You know, besting the best Pokemons out there, best people who've been testing it out in their own battles, and Jesus.
I've seen some insane stuff. I mean, you showed me the clip from Zionic using a Mega Charizard Y against a Kyogre and doing half health.
More. It did like 80% of his health just with Blast Burn, and I'm just like, oh.
The thing resists it, boys. If you don't understand, that attack stat, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. You know, we can also make our body, and we can take snapshots with it, and you know, use it in social media. However, that is not just the only things that we have. There's also, just like they say, Mega Evolutions are temporary in Pokemon Go, just like in the main series games. However, they only last for 4 hours, which is another one of those, you know, why moments. Depending on what it is, we do have a lot of information on what it could be, but you know, the mechanics and how it works, that's basically what it is, you know. So you raid the Pokemons, you get the candy, you evolve them, and then hopefully you get your best time out of them. Mm-hmm. That's the good things about it. Now let's talk about the problems that we have with Mega Evolutions and how the disappointment of the community came to be when they were released into Pokemon Go. So Chris, you may know the disappointment of the community these days, and do you have anything to say about it real quick?
I mean, the first concern I had is we can raid Mega Charizard, Mega Blastoise, Mega Venusaur now. What about when the raids end? How are we going to get the Mega Candy then? So we're going to have to use it very sparingly whenever we want to use the Megas. We can't just have a Mega next to us all the time. Well, as fun as it would be, sadly. And also, you only can get, at least from what I've seen, you can get a maximum of 50 Mega Candies. Is that correct? Or has somebody gotten more?
They have been confirmation that there is a possibility of getting 55 out of a raid.
55, okay. Because from what I've seen, if you're hopping into an average raid right now, you're maybe getting 7 people. It depends.
Yeah.
But you'll maybe get it with 40 candies, 45 candies. And if you're doing a Charizard Y, which is super easy to do with Tyrannitars, you'll get 50 fairly regularly.
Yeah.
The problem is it costs 50 to do it after you've done the initial 200. So you're probably going to have to do 2 raids for every Mega. So that's, it's, I don't know, it's just going to be annoying from what I'm seeing. But trust me, I love Megas. I think it's going to be a really good addition. I'm going to be using them especially for Shadow people, probably, the Shadow Grunts.
Right.
We'll see. But I don't know. It seems like something to only use when they're doing battle events or something.
Correct. So just like a lot of things that Chris has mentioned, there are a lot of problems that we see is the candy distribution is kind of abysmal because you do have to raid or do special research for the specific Pokemon that you want to Mega Evolve. For Charizard, I mean, it's no do-over. You can do either one of them. I mean, it kind of makes sense that you can do either one and get one. Fair of what it is, you also have to do Blastoise and then you have to do Venusaur. Now, the raid system has always been a great part of Pokemon Go. However, it's a good thing that they put it in raids, but I also feel like they could have put it in different mechanics of the game. Especially, you know, what we always talked about, the body system is a great way to maybe implement that, since, you know, the whole purposes of Mega Evolution is to actually become best bonded with your body or with your Pokemon. So I do feel like maybe that would have been a good implementation. There's also things that the real worst part about this is the free-to-play players. Now, there are people who spend a lot of money in this game, just like we do. But they also there are a lot of people who play this game only regularly on a daily basis and only spending whatever the game can give them at the time, which is not much. Let me get a little bit of water here because there's a lot more to talk about, definitely. All right, so the free-to-play players are kind of screwed a little bit on this one because at best, if you do a raid, if you coordinate a raid well enough, you'll be able to get a maximum of 50 to 55 candy if you have a good raid group. However, if you try to do it with somebody or just get the minimum candy, which is around 35, I think, that's not a lot. Especially for one raid, and you have 4 different Mega Evolutions released with plenty more to come. And that means that to be able to evolve at least one Mega Evolution Pokemon, you have to wait a maximum of a week to get enough candy for that one specific Mega Evolution to happen at the moment. So it's kind of like a really like a knife in the throat for free-to-play players because they can't do all of that in just 1 week for just one Mega Evolution. So yeah, everybody has their favorites and all that, but they want to have every other one too. A collection perspective, especially for the Pokédex.
Exactly.
And not
That's
for the
what
Mega
I was just gonna say.
Pokédex. It's something that people want to do, people want to finish, but to be able to do that, it's gonna take them months and months. And by the time we actually get to the point, excuse me, guys, still trying to get over the cold. By the time they actually get to release one of them, maybe another one will get released, and we're like, okay, that's going to be another grind of itself. And plus, they still have 3 more to go for. So you can probably get my point at this point, and it's not beginning the reception that I think Pokemon Go has been wanted to. And yes, again, the rates are good, but it shouldn't be the only way to get the candy that we get in that regard,
No.
So Chris, go ahead, give us a little more thought on that.
I think for sure, or at least I'm hoping, this is just their initial release of it, so everyone doesn't just have all of the megas all at once. They're just kind of slowing us, getting us adjusted to megas and everything. I hope they have a way to earn them in a free way.
Yeah.
I don't know how, I know it sounds kind of weird. I'm off the top of my head, I'm thinking maybe you can walk like an egg thing and hatch it for Mega Candy. I don't know how that would work, but that's just the first thing that comes to mind. There should be a free way to do it, like Quest or something for like 10 even.
Yeah, I mean, there's still many ways that they can still implement Mega Evolutions and how to get the Mega Candy for it. One of the things that I mentioned, of course, is the buddy, but research, like regular research, if people actually want to find that specific research on that Pokemon, maybe they can go to that specific Pokestop. People will call it out. I'm pretty sure people will, people around the world will be like, go ahead, go to this stop. You'll be able to get this as quest for the Mega Candy for this specific Pokemon. So that's maybe a way to do it too, because, I know it's the pandemic. It's the world crisis right now. They don't want people to go out as much as possible for this game, but I do feel like that could be another implementation for Mega Evolutions in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
And then, other things that they can also implement. There's actually been a lot of feedback on this, both positive and negative, of course. But one of the things that they mentioned is just like walking your Pokemon. If you walk with that Pokemon specifically, you earn like specific candies depending on the certain kilometers you do with that Pokemon. So just maybe you can earn at least 1 or 2 Mega Candies for that Pokemon if you walk a certain amount of kilometers with it. That could be another way. And that way, people... And I know they don't want people to go out and play right now, but it is a way for people to say, hey, let's go exercise, I'll walk my buddy, and then I'll get this candy for this Pokemon and all that stuff. So,
they're still rewarding you for walking the kilometers with Adventure Sync, so why not, honestly.
Definitely. So, there's just so many things that they could have actually done that. I think, just like you say, Chris, this is the initial part of this. Yeah. This is the hype of things, Just like they do it all this time when it comes to brand new shinies and everything. They hype it up. We know it's going to take us forever to get it, but at the same time, the rates are going to be lower and all that stuff. Maybe the same thing with Pokemon, with Mega Evolutions in that regard. I'm
thinking of it as floodgates.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Definitely. when I saw the whole news and the whole implementation of it, I was like, okay, it's cool that they did it, and now we see the problems of it. Now we know how the community is gonna react, and that's what it did. So Pokemon Go did put out a statement, said, hey guys, we're actively listening to the community and knowing that the initial release of Mega Evolutions wasn't as the best as intended. However, we will look into putting up new implementations. However, they're still also in the early stages of this. So we won't see a change just yet, but we will see how we can, adjust to doing all of this and everything. So they're looking into it. They're definitely hearing the feedback of Pokemon Go of the community. So we'll know what it comes down to it. Now, the solution to this, and this is something that we also wanted to talk about, is that they'll implement other features of how to get Mega Candy in that regards. Maybe to make the candy universal, so we don't have to spend so much on one Pokemon and everything. However, that will change on how we really get those initially, because I think I understand the reason why they do it separately instead of like all universal, because not a lot of people will do the same raid for that Pokemon all the time. So maybe they'll change it later on.
Makes you raid each one, yeah.
Yeah, so we will have to have. I mean, each Pokemon is different in that regard, so we do understand why it was implemented that way. So. Yeah, so that's the solutions. I mean, the solutions that we see, speculating whatever it is to implement it into other mechanics of the game too. I mean, even Go Battle League can probably reward you for Mega Candy. We just don't know about it yet,
That'd be interesting.
That will be interesting. However, that is not everything that we have coming for Mega Evolutions, because we have way more news and updates on what's gonna happen in the next few weeks and everything. So first and foremost, we have the Mega Bracelet available in shop. So if you actually go to the shop itself right now and go to your but your style, and go to your gloves, you can get the Mega Bracelet. There are 4 colors: white, blue, red, and yellow. The 3 colors for your team, of course, will cost 100 coins, but you can get the free one, the white one, for free. So you can still get the Mega Bracelet, which is kind of nice because it is
Team free.
Team free, thank you. That's for sure. So that's the Mega Bracelet. That's the stylus of it. There will be, of course, the special research, which we talked about for Mega Beedrill. You'll get the Mega Beedrill candy, and you'll be able to evolve a Beedrill. I do have the rank 1 for Go Battle League or for PvP, but I don't have a Hondo Beedrill, and I don't know which one to do these days. So.
I don't know the specifics for CP for the Megas, and I definitely want a Mega Beedrill for Great League.
Yeah.
So I'm very weary on which one I Mega Evolve. I don't know, I'm scared.
Also, guys, there is one more thing that you have to note when it comes to Mega Evolutions. You can't just unlock the Mega Evolution for that Pokemon and expect to evolve any of the other Pokemons that you have on your storage. If you do one Mega Evolution for that Pokemon, you will unlock it for that Pokemon, just like I did for my Charizard right here. However, if I want to go to another Charizard, it will still cost me 200 candies, which that means that you'll have to unlock it again to be able to Mega Evolve it. So that if you really want to save up on your candy for Mega Evolutions, you want to do the ones that you're going to use the most, specifically for raids.
The Hondos, the high IV.
Yeah, definitely. So make sure you are aware of that.
Something to note, by the way,
Yes.
just to make sure we don't forget, if you trade a Pokemon that has already Mega Evolved, it will still be 50 candy for the person you trade it to. So if he traded that Charizard to me, it would be 50 candy. He's not going to trade it, but it'd be 50 candy after that.
Yeah, that's for sure. So yeah, that's actually pretty nice. We think we discover things as to go along, and it's nice to a lot of people.
Oh yeah.
We also have our new medals. So if you actually go to, not the Wayfair, but you have the Mega Evolution Guru. So that means that you evolve up to 24 species or 36 species of different Pokemons. You also have the Successor, which Mega Evolution Pokemon X amount of times. And nobody's gonna go to 500. So
I believe Reversal is at 250 right now.
as we know. So that's crazy, man. That guy. But he does it for something. Why is my adventure things off? I never saw that. That's weird. Anyways, there is a little bit more news when it comes to Mega Evolutions. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming around. DLC Gaming, DLE Gaming, LSR, Potato Chips, thank you so much for coming. So, we do have a Mega Evolution team event coming in September. You can look forward to a Mega Evolution September event, trainers. There will be 3 weeks of Mega Evolution team events and features for you to enjoy. Keep a lookout for more details soon, but here's what to look forward in each week and all about. So from Tuesday, September 1st, the very first day of the month, to Monday, September 7th, your goal will be to complete as many Mega Raids as you can. Gather Mega Energy to Mega Evolve your Pokemon and feel like a hero in your raid battles. We still don't know the bonuses of that, so we'll see. From Friday, September 11th to Thursday, September 17th, hone your skills with your Mega Evolved Pokemon. Take part in gym battles, Team Go Rocket battles, and trainer battles, excluding, of course, the Go Battle League for now. And then from Tuesday, September 22 to Monday, September 28, become buddies with your Mega Evolved Pokemon and spend time with it. Be sure to take snapshots and share that on social media using the Go Snapshot. Mm-hmm. So Mega Evolutions is here, guys, and see how it goes for sure. We'll talk about that later.
I'm definitely excited to see what they add, but I'm hoarding all my candies right now.
I'll definitely be doing more raids in the coming days because I do want to get a V Charizard and Venusaur soon. So.
Oh yeah, we talked about that right before podcast. We need them Hundos, boys.
Yeah, we need those Hundos. I do have a Hundo Blastoise, so I'm okay with that.
Exactly same.
So that's good. All right, so yeah, that's basically Mega Evolutions, guys. It's here. It's finally released. Has it been your the biggest update in the world?
I'm actually surprised. It's a little bit smaller than I thought it would be, but it is a great addition.
Yes, definitely. It has been a great addition. One thing we actually forgot to mention, when you Mega Evolve a Pokemon and you take it into raids, that Mega Evolve Pokemon will actually give a boost to the typing of that Pokemon. Oh. And that means that if other teams or other people in the raid are bringing the same type of Pokemon of that Mega Evolve, they will be boosted for that reason. That is part of the boost aside from the weather. So if let's say we have sunny weather, Charizard is in the raid, we got boost on fire type moves and rock type moves, but Charizard is a fire type, and then it just boosts all of that, so that you get the extra boost. It's kind of nice. Specifically, a lot of people have been doing duos with the Mega Evolutions, and it's been kind of nice to see that. But we'll see. Hey, maybe a 5-star will finally be soloable now, thanks to that. You never know. That will be crazy.
Dude, I think I've seen somebody solo a Rayquaza with Darmanitan. I don't know though.
Well, we'll see.
In Snowy, I don't know.
Yeah, it really depends on that. All right, we went a little bit long, but we still have a little bit more news for you guys because we are about to get into our Get Good, Get Wreck PvP section. Here we go, Chris.
Let go.
So there is somebody we have to congratulate. Somebody has been here in the podcast, and somebody who has been a fine person in our community. So yesterday, the World Championship for the South Arena happened. And then that means that our own Speediest Chief was competing for Worlds. For the world title of Best Battle in the entire world. I keep saying Worlds, but you know what I meant. Man, did that guy can sweep a competition for sure.
Dude, he made a show. It was amazing to watch.
Definitely. We want to say, of course, congratulations to Speediest Chief for becoming the world champion, the best battler in the entire world. I did wanted to, of course, invite him into the podcast today to just say hello and congratulate him. However, he is running a little bit late with his last few things. He hasn't responded me back since the last message, so we may not get him for that. But we will talk about a little bit of what happened. There was 4 rounds specifically, or at least 3 rounds with the other 3 battlers on continent from the Continental Champions, and there was the finals after that. Speedish Chief was the very first one to go through, and man, can that guy predict some good battles and everything. Just like he must have practiced to the woof just for this.
He was calling around to a bunch of trainers around the world to see if they could run some scrims with him with the opponent's teams.
Yeah.
He did ask me, but we just couldn't get the schedule going. Yeah. But, dude, it definitely paid off. That's all I'm saying, man.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, dude, he was amazing throughout. Like, I was at work through the first few battles, but then when I got off of work, I think it was around the finals. But I was able to, like, put my phone on the side and be like, okay, I'm watching this for a second. Since I was not that busy at work anyway, so it was actually kind of nice. So I was watching him, and dude, the plays he made just blow my mind. The swaps, the predictions, the different things that they were thinking. I was like, oh my god, dude, how did you do this? Oh my god, crazy, definitely crazy.
They were calling him a psychic at the end of it.
Well, they were saying that the beer was giving him psychic powers, and he knew when it comes down to it. He didn't make a statement.
He didn't deny it. He didn't deny it.
He didn't deny it. Yeah, definitely. So, unfortunately, he literally swept the entire competition. He battled every trainer. We even thought that we had some bad matches at one point, but he prepared. He prepared very good. He prepared really, really good on this. And now he is a world champion. So congratulations to Speedy Chief for the crazy, crazy things. If you want to see his battles, you can go to the Silt Arena Twitch channel and catch the last few videos that he had, or the last video he had on Worlds, and you'll see most of his matches throughout that. Again, I did really wish that we could have got him in the podcast, but no worries about it. So I'll give him one last. We are now. All right. So yes.
Also, if you guys don't know already, Speediest Chief 2 does have a YouTube channel too. So check him out if you want to see his elite plays.
Definitely. I'm pretty sure that he'll post about a video about it because he has all the videos on it. So, oh my goodness, he's been around. He's been around for sure. All right, guys. I think that's actually everything that we have for you guys today. It's been an amazing podcast because there has been a lot of information. But thank you for listening. Thank you for everybody who's come around in the chats and on podcast services. But of course, if you want to keep on listening, you can always listen us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, and soon Amazon Music, which they haven't got back to me yet, but we'll see in the next few weeks, of course. You can also email us at thepurifiedpodcast@gmail.com. Make sure you email us if you want to know what want to tell us how good Mega Evolutions are or not. That depends on you. You can also text us or voice message at 941-417-9243. But with that out of the way, make sure you, of course, check us out at thepurifiedpodcast.com. Chris, I think that's all we have.
I suppose,
right? Well, I guess it's time, guys. Chris, how about you take us away for the night?
For sure. Okay, we've had a totally amazing, one would say, mega week. And here's to the ones to come. I cannot wait to see how they change and make it better for the future. So, I don't know. I hope everyone's happy with how it's turning out. And hopefully you guys get your shinies and hundos. Okay, peace out. Have a good week. Love each other.
Have a good night, guys.